Well, hello. Today at the shop, I am doing what any sane person hates doing, and that is body work. We got some cracks here in the deck of the U-17 Miss Red Dot silver cloud ends, and I've already done one big batch. You can see throughout the deck here that put some Bondo down over all of the glass work that we've already done. And Jimmy Labrie was here this week, and he was doing all these wicked repairs. That guy is a stud. So today I am mixing up some Bondo, and I got a couple spots that I didn't quite get just right, so gonna mix up a medium hot batch here and get it going off. And then as soon as these babies are kind of tack free, still a little bit green is what we call it, when they're not quite all set up, a little bit soft, you can actually take some 36 grit paper and you can bark off the big stuff, get it ready to take a DA or a orbital sander to them and smooth them out. Then after that, we take glazing putty over the top of it to fill any pinholes and minor imperfections. And after that, we get it ready for primer. After we prime it, then you block it with well, 150 and then 220 and then 320 grit paper. And after that, you paint it. And by you, I mean somebody with some talent other than me, because I don't have any when it comes to painting. I could paint it, and I just sand it all off and have somebody with some talent do it. Better to cut out the middleman. So that's what we're doing today at the shop. The boys are working on getting our skid fins and rudders all sanded off and ready to be tested. Ever since J-Dub's little mishap at the Gold Cup, we've got some more stringent rules about testing our hardware, testing skid fins, rudders, the rods for the skid fins, the stuff that is under high tension and can break. That stuff is all being prepped for testing, and then after it's tested, we're going to recoat it and then get it ready to put back on the boat. At that point, we should have everything primed and painted and ready to go race. So that's what we're doing here today at the shop. Let's go visit the guys. So also today at the shop, I'm working on the front canard bearings. Kelly Stockland builds these bungs for us that are splined like a Mercury spline on a like a 5-liter prop shaft. They work awesome. We've never had a single problem with it, but we babysit these bearings a lot. In fact, after San Diego, I took these all apart in the pits. Serviced them, greased them, put them all back together, trucked it over to Doha. I took it back apart before we ran in Doha, just double checked it, and then before we left Doha I took it back apart, wing off, just to grease them to make sure that they didn't lock up on us and make it so I couldn't service them when we got home. So there's a couple little rusty spots on here. These are just like trailer bearings, just a roller taper bearing, and so they're cheap. They're only a few bucks a piece, so I'm going to pitch these. We'll put some new ones in there. Now a lot of times I'll reuse the race that's in here that the bearing rides on, but there's a couple little notchy spots on this one, and so I'm just going to pop all 4 of them out, put new ones in there. We'll pack them with grease and be ready to rock in Madison. So that's the plan for today. I'll get these things swapped out of here, and then we'll order another set, have them ready to go. At the freshwater races, these things behave. It's no different really than putting your trailer in the water. And so I won't worry too much about it until we get back to time to go to San Diego, and then at that point, we've got to start getting after them again.
Yeah, okay, I'm Jim. I'm currently doing an inventory of all our spare supplies. Right now I'm looking at canard cables, and these are throttle cables. Just kind of do an inventory to see what we have up in our storage area, and everything's looking good. We got enough of everything, so I'm just going to bundle these things up, tag them all together, and put them back away and get ready for the season.
So what I'm doing here is just basically knocking the top off of this, and that's while it's green, still a little bit on the soft side. Way easier to take it off now than it is to wait until it's completely set up. This just saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, we gotta pull it out of our case. We got a back and forth somewhere. But I think it's right there.
Okay.
Like this. Rotate. Getting what I do best.